All right, guys, I am back doing another video. I have a new setup, as you can see right here. So again, we're doing the 3-tray setup. I'm gonna come in just shot in 1 minute, but just wanted to let you know so you guys can get ready. Remember, this is the sprouting trays from Amazon. Take a quick look. So sprouting trays from Amazon, you can get them for like $24.99 a set of 5. This tray is mesh. This is what you put your medium in. Again, remember, coconut core, potting soil if you'd like, seed starter mix, and then there is your bottom tray right there that you're going to use right now just to house it underneath so the medium doesn't fall through. And then when you turn your top tray into blackout, you're going to start putting your bottom water in here. So you can use some like a hydroponic solution. We use, I think it's purified water mixed, like pH balance with ocean solution, which is like plant minerals. Other people use Maxi Grow. People just use plain water. Entirely up to you. And so again, we've got, the mesh tray right here. And then I've got the the top tray. So remember, this top tray is going to be used for weight. After you're done putting the seeds on, you're going to put a paver, which I have underneath. You're going to be putting a paver on top for weight. And don't forget, of course, to label. If you don't have a paver, don't worry about it, guys. You can use canned goods, you can use books, entirely up to you. Just as long as you're giving the seed, some weight. So look, there's canned goods right there. Just as long as you're giving it some weight. And so days 1 through 3 are going to be weighted. And you're going to mist this tray. So you're going to slowly pull it up. And you're going to see the seeds sticking here, potentially your medium as well. So you would just, set it aside when you're misting it. So you're going to mist the tray in the AM and mist it in the PM. And, when you have your tray, you want to place it, because there might be some stickers. Place it back on, and then you place your weight back on. So that's day 1 through 3. That's going to be weighted and misted once in the morning and once in the night. And then after day 3, when you take the weight off, you're going to wipe this down, put it in your compost heap or whatever you'd like. This tray is then going to turn into a blackout dome. Excuse me. And now it is kind of see-through, so you want to make sure that you put this, it's not that see-through, but it can be. But you want to make sure you put it on a dark shelf, and you're going to place it right over there. And once you do that, once you know you're going to be in blackout, you're going to lift this tray up and you're going to bottom water it. Now these trays right here, because there's such a big gap, I'll show you guys the gap. There's a gap, in between. You're going to, it's because you want the medium to touch, the actual, you want the water to touch the medium. So you're going to put about 2 cups in here. That's the most I've put in there. Okay. So I'm going to set this top tray aside. And then we're going to get to cracking. So I'm about to come into camera. Sorry guys, I don't look my best tonight. But I wanted to come into camera just so I can kind of help you guys out. And I'm going to actually put this here. Okay, so I'm going to have a seat. Okay, hi, it's Sheila. Okay, so we've got our tray right here. And again, remember, this is coconut core. You can use, again, seed starter mix, potting soil. This is what I choose to use because it's organic. It's coconut husk. And there's so many different kinds. I get it on Amazon. You can get it from, your local nursery. You can support small businesses, of course. you know, wherever, you know, you want to get your grow medium from. You can even skip the grow medium and do it hydroponically. Like sometimes I do my peas. I have speckled organic peas. I don't use this medium all the time. You know, I soak my peas overnight, and then when they're done, then I go ahead and just, you know, put all the peas and, you know, do it all out like that. And there is no grow medium. But, you know, I do spritz it, you know, with the peas, you know, same thing. But there's no grow medium. But today we're going to be doing Daikon Radish because I have another tray that's on day 5, and I kind of want to show you guys what it looks like on day 5. I wanted to show you before, but you know, I just started making these. So, okay. So, this is 4 cups of coconut coir. 4 cups. You know, you don't want, the whole point of this is you don't want the medium to get filled to the very top. You want to give it, you know, some space. So we're doing Daikon Radish. You don't need to do a top layer. You just need to do, you know, the bottom layer. So, you know, I use this tray right here. It's like a boot tray. I don't know. I got it off Amazon too. My Amazon shopper. I'm trying to shop locally. But again, you know, I start, you know, going down the middle, and that's a big heap right there. And then I go, you know, to the sides right here, and just to make sure I can cover this, you know, we'll just go ahead and use all of it. And so you can see it's going to look like that, because what you're going to do is you're going to end up spreading everything evenly. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and smush this down and make sure I have everything evenly spread out throughout the tray. You're going to see here's a little clump right here. Like, so you just want to make sure if you do have any clumps, you want to mush them up. So sometimes I go through the tray, you know, like this, to make sure I don't have any clumps. And if I do mush them up like that. Again, when you even out this tray, it doesn't, you want to make sure that it's an even, you know, surface, that it doesn't, like, you know, wave up and down. It's not going to be perfect all the time, guys. So don't freak out. Don't worry. But here you go. So I'm going to the edges here as well, making sure everything is smoothed out. And, you know, you can kind of go back and forth if you want to, whatever method is best for you. There is no perfected method for this. You know, everybody does this differently. That was just a little coconut hair that I took out of there that I didn't want in there today. Sometimes I leave them in there. But you'll see that everything is smooth and even in 1 minute. And again, you know, if you have OCD like I do, or ADHD, you're going to, you know, take a long time with this. You don't have to. I wouldn't. You know, just do the best that you can. You know, you don't want to, again, make sure everything's evened out. Because once you sprinkle your seeds on here, you know, and once they all take root, you want to make sure that they have enough to take root too. So if you have something that's dipped down in the middle of coconut coir, that's dipped down in the middle and everything else is, you know, even, then, you know, you're going to have a kind of a, you know, a dip in the middle as well once you start seeing your seeds pop up. So I'm almost finished here. Okay, and I'm gonna take my cup and put it to the side. And almost done. I see a little bit of pockets up here, so I'll just move it. And you guys are probably like, oh God, it's not even. What is that girl doing? Don't worry about it, guys. Promise. Okay, just as long as I know everything's even. Okay, great. And you guys probably see this a little bit better than me here. Okay, so that looks good to me. Looks great. I'm going to show you guys a little bit up close. Oh, look at that. See? OCD. All right, a little bit up close. See? Not filled all the way to the top of the brim. Okay? All right. So now that you're done with that, what you want to do is get your seeds. So whatever seeds that you have available. I like to use organic seeds if I can find them. I get them from True Leaf Market. And it does take a while sometimes to get here. But you can get seeds off Amazon. But I like to get the organic ones if I can, if they have them in stock. So, you know, True Leaf has some things on there. You know, they have like a basic salad mix or a spicy salad mix. You know, or it's a Handy Pantry or Mountain Valley seed or Todd seeds. Entirely up to you what seeds you guys want to use, whatever works for you. I always get 100% germination rate when it comes to True Mountain Valley, True Valley seeds. I'll show you guys back in a minute. Actually, the ones I'm going to show you are from Handy Pantry. But my last video, the beets video, it was from True Mountain. Okay, so I'm going to move this to the side because what we're going to do is we're going to measure the seed. Okay, so you know, you guys can use any kitchen scale that you'd like. And I always, you know, set mine to grams because, you know, I do for these trays, you know, it's 13 grams is what I'm going to do for Daikon Radish. Sometimes it's 17. It just depends on the seed. And then as you saw in the beets video, if you haven't seen it, take a look, go back. But it's like 26 grams of seed. Just depends on the seed because there's really small, tiny seeds. Like, you know, the basic salad mix, spicy salad mix. A lot of those seeds are tiny. So, you know, it's just measure it out. Make sure the tray's not overcrowded. Make sure you don't have pockets of no seeds. You'll get the hang of it, I promise. So, you know, here's my kitchen scale. Again, you know, I got this from Amazon, but I saw this at Walmart too. And then there is, you know, a small business near me as well that sells like kitchen supplies. And I saw that in there as well. So wherever you want to get it, or if you have a kitchen scale, that's great. And this came with a bowl. And I think it was like under $25. I don't know. I'll try to find the link and put it down below. But anyways, you turn your scale on, and then whatever you want to use for measuring. I got this shot glass. I don't drink, but I liked it, and I saw it from another video. But I don't know if you guys can see. It has measurements on it. So I use this occasionally. If you don't have that, don't worry. You know, go to the Dollar Tree or, you know, wherever you have handy. You can eye it too. But you can, you know, get these measurings, or you can actually use a tablespoon. However you measure, it's entirely up to you. You know, I can click it over to ounces and see what it is on ounces if you want me to. Okay, so, but today I'm going to use the shot glass. And so this is what I'm talking about, like how I use True Leaf Market, Handy Pantry, and Mountain Valley seeds. So these are, this is Daikon Radish. So it's a white radish. There are different radishes. There's a China Rose. There's a Triton Purple, where it is actually purple, and it's really pretty. There's a regular Red Arrow radish, where it's kind of a light pink, and then there's rainbow radish as well, where it's all of those colors together. It's a gorgeous mix. I'll have to show that for you guys. I'll make a tray. But you know, I got this was in like a microgreen set, like you know, it came with like 4 of these bags or something like that, and then it had like some cocoa core in it, you know, and it had like this kind of like plastic tray. So entirely up to you, but this is the Daikon Radish from Handy Pantry. And this is a 8-ounce bag. And there's some instructions on it, so you can definitely, you know, look at the instructions. I don't soak my seeds. I don't soak the seed because it's not as hard as a beet seed. or a sunflower seed or a pea seed, and it doesn't take that much to break it through. So again, I'm gonna put this on here. All right, and I already have it set to grams. So this says it's 72 grams right now. So I'm gonna tare it out. So T-A-R-E, not T-E-A-R. Okay, so tare it out to 0. And then my goal is 13 grams with this. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour 13 grams. And I'm gonna keep going. And that's it. That's 13 grams. So if I look at the actual shot glass, it says that it is 4 teaspoons, 1 tablespoon, and 1.5 ounces, if that helps you guys in any way. Okay, so that's 13 grams for me. So I'm going to go ahead and turn off my scale and put it away. Okay, so we've got that right there. All right, guys. So we're going to go ahead and move this. Now, sometimes when I look at this, I'm like, this is not going to be, this doesn't look like it's going to be enough to cover this tray, but it is. I mean, you can add a little bit more if you want to. Remember, I said that you can seed your tray 2 different ways. A lot of people do it different ways. You can, seed it like this, going across, like how I do it. I've seen the people from On the Grow, CJ, he goes like this. Mandy, she does like this. They go really fast. Mike Van Duzy, I see him like spreading it out too. Those are the channels, that I watch as well. So, I'm just going to go ahead and take this. But before I do, because I keep touching my hair, I'm going to go ahead and get some Germ-X, some hand sanitizer, because my family's going to be eating this. I washed my hands before, but I always keep sanitizer like right around, just in case. All right. And I just wave it around. All right, guys. Good. Okay. So I'm going to pour this into my hand, and I'm going to start seeding my tray. So go here, and you guys can take your time. You guys can go super fast, entirely up to you. I like to, look at like the pockets that I'm, going into. Does it look right? Do I need to go and add a little bit more to this spot, to that spot? So again, take your time. These seeds are so pretty too. I mean, they're different colors. Even though it's Daikon Radish, it's only going to be white and green. Like the stems are white, and then the cotyledons, the leaves, are green. The seeds are still multicolored. It's really nice. All right. And I'm making my way through this tray, and I'm trying not to get big clusters. Okay. Keep going. And, I'm almost done with everything, actually, right here. The rest of it's in my hand. So go 1 pass over the first tray. Okay. And then you can go back over again to fill in anything else. Remember, the goal is not to overcrowd these little seeds, because these guys need room to breathe, but also not to make it too sparse, because you want to get the most out of your tray. All right, and just filling in some of the sides here. The sides are so hard to get sometimes. And if you see any crowding, kind of move it. You can just move it lightly, across the tray. Like, there you go. All right. So everything looks good to me. All right. So I am going to move this little group here. And honestly, what you can do, if it looks like you need to add just a little bit more, you can. So sometimes I'll add like another little pinch. So, all in all, it'll be like, 13.2 2 or 5 grams or something like that. It's not a big deal. Really, it isn't. As long as it's not like a 30-gram tray with these kind of seeds. Again, you know, beets are completely different. Make sure I get some of these spots. Like I said, the corners are just crazy. All right, that looks really good to me. Okay, so I'm going to seal this up. All right, and so now we've seeded our tray. So I'll bring this in a little bit closer because I don't want to shake these seeds too much because they're not wet yet. So as you can see, that's my tray. Now, don't freak out if there's like, you know, some pockets that you see and you're like, oh, there's no seeds there. Oh, there's no seeds there. It's okay because, like I said, they need, you know, they need to breathe. All right, and so after you're done with that, remember that, let me push this to the side because I don't want to break anything. Remember that pump sprayer that I was telling you about. So this is the 5-gallon pump sprayer. You can get a 1-gallon one. You don't have to get a 5-gallon one. This was on sale. But you can get this at your local hardware store. It doesn't have to be Scott's. It can be anything. One that works for you. You can get this on Amazon. You can get this, you know, at your small business, you know, supporting your small businesses in your area, or if you have one. I like the sprayer because I'm going to spray the tray and you're going to see the medium is going to change color, and that's what you want it to do. Okay, so this is cool. I like it, you know, because it pumps up, and I have purified water in here only, no nutrients yet. All right, so it's done for me. So, you know, I just moved my tray here to the middle, and I have this setting on cone right now. I don't put it on anything else. And again, you know, I have to be careful because I have a bunch of electronics around here. So I don't want to like electrocute myself. That would not be a good look on camera, would it? No. So I'm going to go ahead and, you know, spray. So we're going to go across the tray. The goal, again, is to, you know, wet the tray. Don't oversaturate it because you don't want to create mold. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this saturated. All right. And I just do right across, guys. Right across. Making sure I hit those corners too. Okay. And as you see, like, you know, I'm not staying in one place too long. I'm not oversaturating it. Wet in the tray, the medium is definitely changing color. And guess what? Those seeds that were rolling all around, they're all actually like in the soil now, in the coconut core. So I'll be able to lift everything up for you. Okay. So we, you know, put our, you know, gallon thingy to the side. That wasn't, it's expensive. I think it was like $15. If you can find it cheaper, that's awesome. But as you can see, look, you see, so now the coconut core tray, the coconut core and the seeds aren't moving. Now the coconut cores are dark brown and the seeds are not moving. That's perfect. That's a great looking tray to me. I love it. Okay. And then, so then last, you go ahead and you get your top tray. Now remember, guys, days 1 through 3, it's going to be placed on top. And then when you're watering in AM, PM, you want to slowly lift it up like this. Okay. So, or, you know, from this side, you're going to slowly lift it up and then just place it, you know, to the side or whatever. And you're going to spray the tray just like that. Once in the morning, once at night. And then you're going to bring that tray back over and then you're going to place it back with the weight. Now, on day 4, you're going to, of course, there's going to be stuff up here because it's going to stick to a coconut core. You want to make sure that you wipe that off, you know, put it in your compost heap if you have one. If not, you know, just vacuum it up. And then you're going to place the tray on top like that because that's in its blackout phase. And you're going to place this on a dark shelf or a dark closet, whatever dark space you can. And once you put it in blackout phase, you don't have to top water it anymore because you're going to see all these little radicals will have pops, and then all these shoots, all their roots start coming up. So then you start bottom watering it. And so you're just going to lift this tray up. See how the coconut coir on the bottom that shifted through? And you're going to put, 2 cups of water in here. And, my next video, in a few days, I'm going to upload this today, but in a few days, I'm going to, take you through, day 4. Okay, but for right now, we're still on, not even day 1, we're on the soughing stage. Okay, so we're going to place that right on there like that, and you get your weight. So again, you can use books. I had like old Webster's Dictionary, an old encyclopedia. My sons, they had some old school books that they weren't using anymore. And I used, when I was running out of pavers, I used, that stuff. Be resourceful. And then once you've got that set on there, go ahead and place your weight on there. And so this is a 6-pound paver again that I got from my local hardware store. And make sure you label it. I usually have stick-it notes, and I don't have them right now, and I don't want to get up and look for it, for you guys. But that is what I do. Oh, here they are. There you go. And so we're going to label this. Sorry, one second, guys. All right, we're going to label this Daikon Radish. Okay. Daikon Radish. And we're going to put the date on here. So 12/5/20. Okay, great. And then I stick it on my brick or my paver. You can stick it, on your tray somewhere. You could stick it on top of like canned goods, like if you decide to use canned goods, which I have down here somewhere. Oh, I showed you guys earlier, but you could stick it right on top of that. If you decide not to use the paver and you use a couple of cans, you can stick it on top of that, just so you know what it is and when you sout it and what day it's on. I write down, in a little notebook, how it's looking, if I see any mold, any fungi, do I need to scrap the tray? Did an experiment I do not work out? Because I do some experiments, and we're going to do them together on here. And so I'm going to put this on a dark shelf, but I want to show you guys the Daikon Radish that I already have going, and that's on day 5. And then we'll go ahead and end the video. So give me 1 second. I'm going to go ahead and get up out of the shot. I'm going to place this to the side. Sorry, guys. All right. And I have to be careful with this Daikon Radish because I've already started bottom watering this, and I don't want it like sloshing all around. So this has ocean solution. It's diluted. So I get like the 5 gallon of ocean solution, and then I dilute it with the purified water. Okay, here it comes. Here it comes. Okay, that is day 5 of the Daikon Radish. So these are already introduced to light. So again, days 1 through 3 of this Daikon Radish were weighted with a paver. Day 4, I flipped that tray over and I bottom watered. Day 5, I took that top tray off and I introduced these to light.